Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Cheryl and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on oral communication, specifically to use the peel structure to organize our responses. This is something a lot of students struggle with, including myself. Because when we're talking, our thoughts tend to go all over the place, so it's really hard to stay on track, or to ensure that our responses are properly organized so that they make sense for whoever we are speaking to. So the peel structure is a very useful way to help us do that. So let's jump right into it. Now for the latest O-level syllabus, the exam format is like this. So the first part of the exam is something called planned response, and the second part is spoken interaction. In planned response, what will happen is students will have to watch a video clip and plan their own response based on a given question. In the spoken interaction part, students will have to engage in conversation with the examiners, meaning the examiners will ask them some questions based on the same video clip that they watched in part 1. So how are you graded in the oral exams? Firstly, you are graded on idea development and organization. This means that you need to provide an organized, well-considered and well-developed response. Secondly, you are graded on the expression of your ideas. This means that you need to use a wide range of well-chosen vocabulary and structures. And thirdly, you are graded on your overall delivery, which means you need to speak fluently with clear pronunciation and varied intonation. Now, there are 3 types of questions that you will get during the exam. The first are personal questions, so the question will be about yourself. The second type of questions are about the community, so you'll be asked questions about the people around you, your family, your friends, your classmates, and so on. And the third type of questions are global questions, meaning that you'll be asked questions about the world. So no matter what type of questions you are asked, you still have to make sure that you organize your response so that it's coherent and clear to the examiner. Like I mentioned right at the beginning of this video, we can use the peel structure to organize our response. Let me very quickly go through what peel stands for. So P stands for making your point. E means to support your point with evidence or examples. The second E is where we have to explain how or why our example supports our point. And L stands for link back to the point. I have another video where I go through in more detail what the peel structure is all about, and I'll leave a link in the description box below for you. So let's take a look at an example. I'm going to play a short video clip for you. What I'd like you to do is to plan your response for this question. Does working as a barista appeal to you? Why or why not? Then you can share your points with me in the comment box below. Now I'm going to show you an example response. So let me read that for you first. Working as a barista definitely appeals to me. I personally love drinking Frappuccino and I'm a frequent customer at Starbucks. If I were to work as a barista, I would be able to learn how to make these delicious drinks that I'm so fond of. I can also be creative and create original drinks that customers may love. Moreover, this job would be perfect for me as a student. It is generally quite flexible, and I would be able to plan my work shifts according to my school schedule. For instance, I could work either a couple of weekday evenings or weekends when I do not have school or homework to complete. Thus, I think I would certainly enjoy being a barista. So what I'd like you to do is to pause the video again and try to identify the peel structure. Has it been used in this particular response? Okay, have you done that? Let me show you what I have identified. So the very first sentence there, working as a barista definitely appeals to me, is my point. So here we are answering the question directly. The next sentence is my explanation, where I explain why being a barista actually appeals to me. The following sentence, if I were to work as a barista, this is my example. The next few sentences, from I can also be creative until according to my school schedule, that's a further explanation. And the next one is pretty obvious because of the words for instance. So it's definitely an example. And finally, the very last sentence is my link. Now, before we go on to the next question, there are some things I need you to take note of. The first thing you need to note that this is not a complete response. The reason for this is because in part 1, your planned response, your answer needs to be up to 2 minutes long. So if you were to read out this entire paragraph, you would realize it's not 2 minutes long. So you would need to expand a lot more on that. Do look out for an upcoming video where I'm going to focus more on expanding and developing your answers. So let's move on to the next question. What I'd like you to do is type out your response to this particular question and share it with me in the comment box below. The question is, would your parents or other adults share your views about working as a barista? Why? Okay, so pause this video here and just type out your response. And I have one more practice for you. The next question is, would you say that the people in your country would prefer to work full-time in the service industry? Why do you say so? Once more, pause the video here and type out your answer. Don't forget to share it with me in the chat box below. Now, what I'd like you to do as well is to take note of your response. Have you used the peel structure in your response? Take some time to identify the P, E, E, and L in your response. If you haven't done that, I'd like you to take a moment to think about what you can do to further improve your response. So that's it for today's video. I'm really looking forward to reading your responses. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, feel free to share it with your friends or family whom you think might find it useful as well. See you in the next one. Bye!